Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Sagittarius September 23, 2022. Today can begin with you feeling undirected, but as the day advances, you're in good shape to commit yourself to a particular task and get things done. You may be taking action on a private matter or feeling the need to get things done as you sense that you're moving on from a state of limbo. The day is likely to be busy and productive, if at times a little too busy. You could be seriously considering a significant purchase or changes to spending habits. Empowering energy is with you for personal or domestic matters. You're feeling more inner courage and confidence, and support is easy to find and give. Living conditions may be improving, which boosts your mood. While you've enjoyed some sweet cosmic weather in recent days, today could bring disappointing news. As Venus, the planet of romance and attraction, gets poisoned by a bratty Neptune, nothing will be what it seems. In fact, you may be feeling extremely insecure or having a hunch that something is off in your romantic life. Worse yet, you may even hear gossip or a secret leak out, yours or another's, that leaves you an emotional wreck. Don't make any irrational decisions today, and if drama lurks, try to breathe through it to address later. Are you ready for a moment of clarity? You may see the other side of someone or the story come out today when Venus in Gemini squares Neptune retrograde in Pisces. If you have had sneaking suspicions about a coworker, or something that you want to bring up in conversation at work, then the square may shine a light on the truth. Plus, your subconscious influence could also come out unexpectedly during the square. It may present itself as a Freudian slip or acknowledging something that you have already intuitively picked up. Your imagination is flying high today. Your interest in mystical and metaphysical matters is at an all-time high, and you may find yourself strolling through New Age bookstores. Travel to distant places may seem especially appealing, and you might dream of flying to India, Israel, Egypt, or Ireland. This is all wonderful as long as you stay grounded. Plan a trip if you can, join a meditation group. Go with the flow. You are in a state of siege in your own home and in your family circle. People are criticizing you constantly and you feel you're doing everything wrong. Take time to reflect before retorting, because they could actually be right on some points. If you react in a sober way, your family will regain their trust in you very quickly. Make sure you know what time it is, even if it seems as if everyone you care about has lost their clocks. There's no need to get mad at them, just a gentle reminder will do. You find the idea of meeting new people difficult, not really something you want to contemplate. If this is actually how you feel, then far better to wait a while and reflect on what you really want to achieve. When this is done, the idea of dating has a realistic purpose with much higher chances for success. You're obviously struggling with something big. People's recent comments on your irritability are well-founded. But don't worry, they'll forgive you eventually. In the meantime, do what you can to control your temper tantrums. They stem from your current fears, which seem to be multiplying exponentially. Blame the current situation on the planets, and accept it as a lesson on the path to self-realization. Let your creativity flow on this day. With the presence of this expressive vibration, you will find that different ways to release this part of yourself come readily. At work, this kind of energy can be applied to problem solving. It can also work well for you on a personal level. Creativity works on a demand and supply basis. The more you work it, the more there is. Explore and discover all that you have within. Our eyes in the sky. The moon is now in Leo, and the influence of this phase in your life can exquisitely shape your whole being. The lessons you're diving into keep bringing major realizations. Jupiter makes a minor aspect with Saturn, prolonging a decision. Where did you go wrong in your relationships? The questions can be haunting for sure, but the solutions are extremely empowering once you set aside your pride and allow your inner light to shine. As the evening comes to a close, check in with your body to see if there's any tension that needs to be released by stretching or enjoying a hot bath. After midnight, the moon enters Aquarius, ending its void of course which began last night. Over the next 2 days, we are more interested in progress and freedom than in maintaining tradition and order. Our objective approach to our work and relationships can make us appear aloof, but can also help us to problem solve, as we refuse to allow emotions to hijack our judgment. This is a good lunar period for activism, community involvement, and creative or scientific experimentation. You are in a cycle here without a doubt. Think of this as a spiritual upgrade, a part of the human experience. Recognize this phase of the journey and see how you can add love to the situation. Understanding and inner healing all matter right now, especially in the earlier half of the day. With the moon in Leo, you feel your aura lift. You might even be able to reach out to someone you've been longing to speak to for some time. After nightfall, the Leo moon trines Jupiter in Aries, lifting our spirits. This transit amplifies our confidence and offers lucky opportunities. We find ourselves in the company of those who can assist us in learning more about ourselves. Acting generously with others promises returns. We may make new friends or achieve a deeper connection with a spiritual or faith-based practice. Our martial impulse is to use tried-and-true methods to get things done. This means we can accidentally delay our success by doing things the hard way out of principle. Instead of allowing frustrations to depress us, we should resolve to take matters one step at a time. Break large problems down into smaller parts. Tackle the simplest problems first. Make minor tweaks to practices instead of attempting a full-scale overhaul, and watch how little adjustments can have a big impact. The cosmic weather is exceedingly quiet until around nightfall, when the Leo moon forms a trine with Chiron in Aries, offering emotional healing. Events transpire which prompt recollections of moments in childhood where we learned to diminish ourselves in order to fit in. While the initial wound may have been perpetrated by another through teasing, we have continued the cycle of trauma by allowing insecurity to dictate our behavior. This trine is about forgiveness, letting go, and recognizing that we are the ones holding us back from experiencing joy. Pleasure, happiness, and play are our birthright. By going through our own healing journey, we inspire others to take similar measures in their own lives, championing their own internalized shame.